So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Elites.
History in the making, ain't you feeling it? Steve, they say I'm on some show feeling.
And we now return to the Rookie Showcase. And plenty of scouts and GMs still in attendance for the second half.
And still time for these youngsters to make their mark, Kevin.
Sometimes all it takes is one play or one sequence to illustrate a player's potential, and that's all it takes.
On the floor for the Stars, Foster is out there with Davis, and it's Brown in at the 5 spot. Now here's Patterson. The feed to Gibson. Puts up the baby hook. That's good. Gibson's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Elites. Here's Dixon. Brown against Gibson. Patterson against Davis. Back to Brown. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Insanity. Count it. He's got 16.
They're really playing well at both ends, offensively and defensively, guys.
Yeah, it's been a complete performance, Steve. You look back on this game, it's one that you would hope to be able to build on.
Here's Dixon. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Here's Insanity. He's got 16. Makes the lead pass. Shot from the wing. Second shot opportunity. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Got just enough of him on the way up to draw that whistle.
I thought that was a good call, Steve. I mean, you could see how that affected his shot just a little bit.
That's good from Gibson. And the Stars making a change here. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And so here are the Stars. They've definitely hit that groove offensively.
They sure have, guys. I mean, really aggressive. And I like that posture and mindset. Stay aggressive.
Yeah. Steve, you like groove, don't you?
I do. I love groove, Kevin. And I love the attack mode this team is in, too. I mean, they're really getting into the paint. They're getting whatever they want offensively.
Out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. And so here are the Stars. Rocket 2, Park. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
You know, and the work he's been doing on the backboard, that's something to see.
And especially against this competition. I mean, he's showing he can bang down low.
Here's Insanity.
They are bringing the intensity defensively.
And that's what full court man-to-man's all about, intensity and focus.
The Elites again can't hit it.
He tried that leaner, and to me, it probably got him off balance a little bit. Probably should have gone straight up.
Offensive rebound. Stolen.
So now that's twice we've seen the offense collapse. That's back-to-back empty trips because of turnover.
Yeah, and that's going to be a problem because now all of a sudden you start turning the ball over. You lose all offensive rhythm and flow. Got just enough of him on the way up to draw that whistle.
I thought that was a good call, Steve. I mean, you could see how that affected his shot just a little bit.
He's perfect from the line this time.
You know, when you look at cable and video games, the internet now with smartphones as well, it's pretty amazing how much more accessible the game is to fans than it was back when I played in the days of hot pants.
Yeah.
Guys, nothing has really come easy for him today.
Yeah, you'd have to consider this not one of their best performances.
Can't hit from in close. Going back to the all-digital distribution of the game, Steve, the NBA deserves credit for really staying on the cutting edge.
Yeah, for sure. And, you can see games now in 3D. You can see it on your phones. You can see games on the internet. It's just amazing to think about the innovations and technologies that have taken place in the last decade and how they have affected our game.
Got a piece of it. Patterson, that's good.
He is truly a special offensive talent, and he's always going to cash in on those kind of chances.
A difficult situation for the Stars. He kicks to Foster. Here's Reed. Shot denied. Here's Dixon. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there. No good. Mason has picked up his first foul of the game. And the Elites making a change here. Here are the Elites now. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Here's Insanity. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
That's his second personal foul. Fourth team foul. Taking 2 shots. Insane.
And he makes the first.
Wow, what a turnaround from the line this half. Not one foul shot missed yet.
Well, when you have the lead and you're trying to close out games, you've got to make free throws, and that's exactly what they're doing.
He doesn't get the second one. They're having trouble stopping this run.
Well, the more trips they continue to come up empty, the more the pressure builds on them.
Dixon.
First free throw is good. The Elites making a switch here. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Here's the Elites with the ball. They're on a 13-3 run right now. Now Turner. He's got 7. Pulls up on the wing, and he hits the jumper for 2. 23 points in the game.
You got to love the way he's competing out there, making believers out of these team reps.
Well, and going back to his draft stock, I mean, he might be a guy who climbs up a bit come draft day.
Passes to Foster. Out of bounds. And they retain possession. And the Elites making a change here. .157 left to play in the third. Shot clock at 3. The high post shot. Brown is tagged with the loose ball foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. And he can't get the first one. And the Elites making a change here. And he sinks the second. We've got 1:48 left in the third. Time called here. The Stars decide to talk it over.
Well, I think the coach is getting a little uncomfortable with all of these missed shots. He'll probably draw up a play to try to get them going again.
The Elites making a switch here. Here's Foster. Moving the ball. Just 5 to shoot. Looking to end his cold spell. Good. Here's Insanity. He's got 23. Blocked. Tries to keep it alive. Out of bounds. They'll keep possession. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Insanity. Baseline jumper. The Stars with the rebound. 1:03 left in the third quarter of the game. On the left block, it's hauled in by Richardson. Here's the Elites. They're on a 16-5 run here. Tipped. It's stolen by Davis. The 10-footer, Insanity, gets the board inside.
Well, I tell you what, guys, his struggles from the field have definitely taken their toll on the team today.
Another miss by the Elites. And here are the Stars. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They sure have been. I mean, really looking good and sharp offensively.
Yeah, knocking down the open shots and really getting a nice flow to their game.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Walters. Rebounded by the Stars. Douglas has got 4 rebounds in this game. 8 feet out. Shoots the 3, and that's not going to go. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The Elites on top, just dominating this one. While we're still getting underway here in the fourth, let's go down to Doris Burke, who has our Sprite Spark of the game report. Doris?
Hey guys, well, it was the stretch by the Elites that garners the Sprite Spark today. They have had the answer for every defense they've had thrown their way and keep adding to their lead. There has been no let up in play, and they should have a strong fourth. Let's see how it turns out, guys.
All right, Doris, thank you. That run was a critical stretch, Clark, of the game.
It sure was. I mean, once the pilot light was lit, they didn't let up.
Well, offensively, it all came together for them, Clark, and it really allowed them to kind of take control of the game at that point.
Insanity, he's in at point guard. He's out there with Turner, and it's Gibson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group in the game right now for the Elites.
That was a nice finish to an excellent possession.
Out of bounds, and they'll keep possession. The Elites making a switch here. And so here are the Stars. Dishes to Mason. The dish to Brown. Richardson covering. Brown, good.
You know, he can actually be dominant inside. I mean, it's impossible to push him around on the low block.
And here's the Elites. And here's Richardson. Here's Insanity. Shot on the wing.
Well, one of the things I think the NBA has been very progressive with is the use of instant replay. And they've expanded its use the last couple of seasons. And I think it's a good thing, as long as it doesn't slow the game down too much.
Outside, Martin. Here's Insanity. Drops it in from 12 feet. 25 points in the game. You talk about the increasing use of instant replay, over 10 different triggers for it. Most at the end of quarters or in the last 2 minutes of regulation.
Yeah, you know, I don't think players mind waiting a minute or two. I mean, the officials do a good job of getting to the right result. And when it comes down to those big calls, the most important thing, Kevin, is getting the call right. And more times than not, that's exactly what happens.
Brown, good. Here's Martin.
Brad Mason.
Here's Insanity. From deep. Can't hit. From 11 feet away. That's good.
He's just playing so well across the board, guys.
Yep, I agree. I mean, that's exactly what his stats look like, definitely.
10-footer. Oh!
Now, that's just rubbing it in, fellas.
Throwing it down was Stein.
These folks are not going to forget that one anytime soon.
And the Stars have possession.
Well, we talk about players in their offseason, what they're doing to improve their conditioning. And yoga has been used to improve flexibility and strength. And that's something that a lot of the players around the league have now leaned on. And it's really catching on.
Lets it go from deep. Shot is off. And the Stars the other way now. Here's the break. Here's Davis. Straight up. And a missed layup. And it's ironic that yoga is really the new thing in the NBA. I know Steve and Clark and Doris and everybody else on our crew, we're always doing yoga before our broadcast. It's been around for thousands of years, and of course, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the league's all-time highest scorer, credited with extending his career, his practice of yoga.
Well, you know, a number of guys have used yoga, not just from a physical standpoint, but from a mental and emotional and spiritual standpoint in their total well-being, and obviously it's enhanced their NBA careers because it does include flexibility, core strength, balance, all of those things you need in basketball. And I think the younger generation is understanding that it's a year-round job when you're a pro, and anything that you can do to help maintain the tool of your trade, your body, is well worth it.
Gets it to go. And the Stars have possession. Jacks up a three. It's rebounded by the Elites.
He's laboring out there right now, guys. The shot has not been falling for him this quarter.
Outside, Martin. Here's Insanity. Clock at 6. It falls after a friendly bounce off the back of the rim. He has 31.
I tell you what, right now, that mid-range jumper serving them well.
Yes, it is, guys. That's 6 of their last 10 points coming from that mid-range area.
Shoots from the baseline, and once again off the mark by the Stars. Here's the Elites with the ball. Backing down is Martin. Kicks it to Patterson. The three. The shot is off. And the Stars the other way now. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Reed. An easy 2 points on the layup.
That's a tough matchup, and yet he found a way to get off that shot. Impressive.
You know what, guys? I mean, those are really the kind of challenges he loves. I mean, he's that kind of competitor.
Here's Insanity. There's the pick. Off the screen. Jump shot is good that time. 33 points for him.
Yeah, they are just lighting him up from mid-range area.
You know, sometimes we forget about the value of the mid-range or in-between game. This team has made 8 of their last 10 with that shot.
So it's the Elites winning this one easily.
Well, it was a fun one, but the Elites just had the better day. And they'll have a little bit of bragging rights here over the Stars as the draft nears closer.
And all